this is Kara on Rump Raves. Today I'm going to talk about what I wore this month. If you watched my period vlogs, I actually haven't even recorded the last one yet, but I will do that. I think today was my last day of spotting, so that's a good time to do the last part. So with my crazy cycle, if you watched my period vlog, you know that I had kind of a crazy cycle. For me anyway, it was just heavier than normal. I used more pads than I normally do. I normally use maybe 10 to 15 pads, but I used 18 this cycle, which I guess isn't too many more, but it's an increase. So some of my pads are wet because I normally wash them like halfway through my cycle and then at the end of my cycle. So yeah, some of them are wet, so I guess that doesn't even matter to you, but I thought I'd point it out. And I have one that has a faint stain, so just forewarning, I guess. I mean, you probably won't even be able to see it on camera, but if you don't want to see the stain, just... I'm also going to show the wipes that I used, which won't really be that interesting, but I thought I would show them. And just for period reasons, not for like regular bathroom trips, or that would take forever. And then I'm also going to show menstrual cups. So I guess, yeah, I can show menstrual cups first, and then I can show wipes, and then I can go through pads. So I used, this month, I'll just show the pouch, and then I can show the cup. My Love Your Body cup. This is kind of the massive cup that I have. I used this when my period was just kind of crazy, and I was like, what do I do? I mean, how can I control this? Sorry. I always keep my closet halfway open. That's why you can kind of see in the corners. I keep it halfway open because my pad soaking bucket is in there, so just ventilation. Anyway, yeah, I used this when it was super, super heavy, and I overflowed out of this and filled an entire pad, if you remember from my period vlog. That was pretty insane. So yeah, I used this many pads, and I used menstrual cups during the day most days because I was at work and school and stuff. And then I also used my Ruby cup. I probably used this one most of any because I used it for a couple different days. So that's this one. It's the Love Your Body cup. It's the smaller size. It's called medium, but they don't have a small. So they have a medium and a large, except the large is smaller and bigger than the medium. I think the medium is longer, but the large is wider. So I think the medium actually has a higher capacity than the large. Anyway, why I got into the sizing is because the Ruby cup is a one-size cup, and the next cup I'm going to show you is also a one-size cup. It is the Femme cup. I had another disaster with this cup, so it's going to be, I guess, a little bit again before I do a review, because I want to just figure out what I'm doing wrong, if it's user error or if it's the cup itself. So yeah, it's just a typical cotton pouch. Yeah, looks like that. It's one of the clear cups. It's kind of like the Bella cup. It has really big holes. It has a shape like the Moon cup. And yeah, really firm here, really soft down here. And yeah, just overflowed and leaked, and I don't know, so I'll figure that out. And then wipes, I used 4 of these double-sided flannel wipes, all in the same color. These are, when I was talking about like unpaper towels and cloth wipes, I don't remember what I called them, untoilet paper, whatever, so yeah, those are from what I made from there. And then I used one wipe that I made from a long time ago. It's just regular, like, t-shirt kind of material cotton. It's 2-layered. I just turned it and top stitched it, so it pulls apart like that. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but yeah, so it's 2-ply, I suppose, if you want to talk about it like toilet paper. So for my liners first, I used 3 liners. This is a Period Attire 6-inch liner. It's the one that's longer in the back than the front. I really, really like this, especially if I'm wearing like smaller, more kind of skimpy-ish underwear. And next up, I have just one that I made. It's just kind of a squared off design. I don't like squared off designs in anything other than liners. They just don't fit my body very well. So I had a couple of those in larger pads, and I think I gave most of them to my younger sister, Chloe. You've seen her in previous videos if you've been following me. So yeah, that one. This one was regular cotton topped. This one is flannel topped, and this one is cotton topped. And all three of them are micro fleece backed. This one's actually coming apart at the end. That's not fun. I'll have to kind of hand stitch that shut. Anyway, yeah. So those are the liners I used. The last two were made by me, and the first one was period attire, and this is another period attire. This is her 7.5 inch or 7.25 inch light day pad. It has one layer of Zorb. I think it's just one layer of Zorb. I know with some of them she does flannel too, but I think this is just Zorb. It's cotton topped and micro fleece backed again. I love the micro fleece she uses. I don't know, I just like it. Maybe it's not micro fleece. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it is. And then this is an Artful Angelfish light pad. I think it's 7 inches. I can compare it to the period attire one. Yeah, this one's 7 inches and this one's 7.25. This one's just cotton topped, and I don't know what kind of fleece this is, but I love this fleece. It does not pill at all. It has kind of like little fuzzies stuck to it, but it's like just as smooth as when I got it. It's amazing. I also used a light day 7 inch, which is actually 7.75 inches, I believe. Little Bees Creations pad. It's flannel topped, flannel backed, and has PUL in the middle, and I'm pretty sure it's like flannel and hemp or something in the core. I know I always say something different for her pads. I just never remember what's in them. And next is a Pink Daisy pad. It's organic cotton topped and PUL backed and some sort of cotton bamboo mix in the middle. I guess depending on how much iron is in my blood, I think is what I figured out, because someone commented that and I looked it up, researched a little bit. So depending on how much iron is in my blood, sometimes I stain and sometimes I don't, and sometimes I can't wear narrow pads because it leaks off the side, and sometimes I don't have a problem with that. But depending on the amount of iron, this pad stains like crazy sometimes, but then sometimes it's not a problem at all. So, yeah. And this is a light day 7.5 inch green cycle pad. I do not like the fleece she uses. It pills so bad. And it has so much crap stuck to it. I have pets, so animal hair is just like magneted to this. If you can see that, it's like crazy pilled. It looks like grass or something. I guess it doesn't really bother me. I just hate having to pick stuff off of it, and it just doesn't look very nice anymore. I mean, the top looks great. Yeah, and I think this is the organic cotton velour on the top, or maybe just cotton velour. I don't know if it's organic. And I like the cotton she uses for like the wing part, and she uses nice snaps and everything else is perfect, but it's just the fleece, and it's the same on the rest of them that she sent too. Okay, next up is regular. So I used 5 light day pads and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 regular pads as well. This is an Honor Your Flow regular. I think it's 7.5 inches. It's organic bamboo velour topped, I believe. I'm not sure. So yeah, and the fleece that she uses is not my favorite either. It kind of pills a lot. It's not as bad as the green cycle pads, but it still pills. And her tag, it was really annoying at first because it came right up to the edge, but then it kind of just like came apart. It didn't come apart, but like the end that was sticking out, it just kind of frayed and got soft. So I guess that doesn't bother me. I'm having like terrible shoulder pain right now. Anyway, this is the one that stained. I'll just like snap it over the front, and then you won't be able to see it. But yeah, it's one that I made. It has like that Stay Cool cotton material that I talk about. I have two fabrics that are like that, and then it's microfleece backed, and I think it just has terry in the middle. This is another green cycle pad. This has a different fleece. I forgot to mention this, I guess. She sent 3 of them with the black fleece that pills so bad, and then one is with this purple. It still pills a lot, but it's not terrible. It still stays nice, and it doesn't get crap stuck to it. But this one is the Procore wicking jersey. I really like this material. It does not stain at all. It's like completely stain proof. I guess it helps that it's orange, and it wicks so fast. It's awesome. And it's not like minky where if you have a clot, it just kind of stays on top. It like somehow like sucks the clots through. I don't. And then next up I have both of my Little Bees Creations 8 or 9 inch regulars. These hold a ton. I would wear these for a heavy, but I just put them as what they were classified on, like for her, how she does them. Her tags are terrible at first. They're just like really scratchy on the corners because it's on the wing. If you snap it up, her tag is on the wing that's out, so it rubs against your legs. But if it bothers you, just wash it a couple times. Because on the ones that I've worn more, the tag doesn't bother me anymore, but the ones that I haven't worn as much, the tag is like super pokey. It almost gives me like a rash on the inside of my leg. But I like those. All of her pads are made the same way, so the way I described the light pad is the same. I only use 3 heavies. So this is one I made. It's just cotton topped, cotton backed, and it has a waterproof like PVC type material in it. And then I used a Green Cycle Pads heavy. I think this is a 9.5 inch. And it's, again, I think the other one was organic cotton, and this one is organic bamboo velour, and it has regular cotton out here and fleece on the back, and again, this is the horrible pilling fleece. A lot of people have commented, I guess not a lot, but the people who have reviewed or, like, done unboxing for her pads, they point out that she stitches all the way through. And I've only ever had a problem with that once. It must not be an absorbent material that stitches through, so it doesn't matter. There's only been one time when I had a really, really full pad that it leaked all the way through. So I wouldn't worry about that if you were planning on having an order from her. And then I have the 10 inch Little Bee Creation. This is the heavy, which I actually wore as an overnight. So yeah, and then I have only 2 overnights since I wore that one. Again, another Little Bee Creations. I'm just trying to use all my new pads so I can get reviews out for them quick. This is the 14 inch, which is actually 15 inches. It holds a ton, but as I said in my period vlog, I completely leaked through it, which is like unbelievable. And this is my 15 inch Artful Angelfish. I love this pad. I wear this pad like every period. It's minky, and I think I mentioned all the top fabrics now. So yeah, that is what I wore this month. I'm really happy with all the pads I wore. I think I didn't have a problem with any of them, except for my own like user problems, because I chose like the wrong pad on whatever day. So yeah, that's all I have to say about that. Thanks for watching. You can subscribe if you would like to keep up with future videos that I'll be posting. I'm doing a better job with keeping up with that. I know I skipped one day, but I'll just keep going. So yeah, thanks for watching.